Good morning, Flosstube. It is Mandy coming to you with another update. Today is Saturday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Got my little cat ears going today, and that's the extent of my costume. I don't go anywhere for Halloween. Of course, no parties or anything like that. I do have a face mask, though, that has kitty ears and whiskers, and so if I do go anywhere, then this will be quite fitting to go with that mask. So I hope everyone has had a great stitching week. I can't believe it's the end of October. I feel like this last half of the year is just zooming right by. Hard to believe that, the winter holidays are coming so fast. So, gonna have to start thinking of doing some shopping for other people rather than, the shopping for myself. Although I don't have any haul today, it's just in general I've been doing plenty of shopping for myself. So I've got 3 whips to show you today and just a little bit of plans for next month for the Magazine Monthly Challenge. Well, it's Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge. Yeah, I think it's now Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge Facebook group. So first off, I do want to say a huge thank you. I got 2 very nice shout outs this week. The first one was from Carolyn Zuck at C Zuck Stitch. Such sweet words. Thank you so much, Carolyn. I really appreciate it. And then the other one was from 2 Martini Stitcher, Erin. So she was talking about her journals and wanting to start a stitching journal, and so I commented about mine and how I decided to go with the Black Artist Sketchbook. That was in a couple of videos ago. So then in her last video, she was talking about a couple of stitchers, and she gave me a shout out and told people to come check me out about mine. So if you are here about that, I don't have anything new to show with that today, but 2 videos ago, it's labeled about a stitchy journal, the title. So you can go check that out. It's a 9x12 an artist sketchbook that I got from Michaels. I decided I wanted to go with something a little bit bigger than the really pretty journals that I've seen other people do. So thank you so much to both of them for giving me the shout out, and thank you to the subscribers, watchers, viewers that have come over as a result of those 2. So, and then thank you for any new viewers that just came across, and thank you for returning viewers and subscribers. Greatly appreciate every one of you. So might as well just go ahead and dive right into it, shall we? So the first whip that I will show, I worked on this twice this week, I think. I do have my eagles to show, so that'll come in here in just a minute, but just was ready to switch things up a little bit. When I get to talking about the eagles, oh my gosh, it has been such a confetti heavy page. I needed to switch it up a little bit. So sorry if you heard that. My apartment complex is right by the main door, and that door just slams. So, but one project that I'll show is the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Positivity Rules Sal. I will include the picture. The full Sal has been released now. I haven't quite finished the whole thing, and so the picture that I'll show will be the whole piece. But here's where I'm at now. I am so close to finishing it. I've got 1 word left. Ooh. Light. So since you saw it last, I finished up the word laugh. I still had a little bit of purple left to do on that. And then I did the door, the full door, the wreath, the doorknob, the mail slots, and then I did the word fun. So the word laugh is off by a stitch or so. Not mad about it. By the time I realized that I had missed a stitch, I made it work, so I don't really care. You wouldn't even notice if I hadn't pointed that out to you. So this big spot over here on this side is just going to be the word positive. And then this will be a finish, so bring it in here a little bit. It is so freaking cute. This is everything that this year has needed. Just the bright colors, the positive words, just things to remind you, yes, we're going through a crazy year, but a lot to still be grateful for. Gotta always remember to smile and laugh and, listen to your fellow humans, just be there for them. Have a little bit of fun. Yes, you've got to, we got to be careful. Should be staying home and safe, but you still can find ways to be fun or to have fun. Gotta be kind to others, and gotta trust that what we're doing is going to be, going to eventually get through this year and share. So, this has been such a fun one. The material is the piece of 16 count pink Ada that was from the kit, all called for colors. I'm just loving the DMC colors on this piece. Alright, so then the next whip that I worked on, I don't even remember the last time I showed this. Don't even remember the last time I stitched on it. I want to say it was at least June. Might have been, no, July. I think I remember stitching on it for the Velo Stitchers stuff that I was on a Zoom meeting with those gals, and so I would have showed it around July, but it's been a while. So it is the number 9 in Songbird Garden series from Cottage Garden Samplings. There is beauty in simplicity. So what I worked on since saw it last is I finished up the house and then started working on the leaves, and my cat's on the table here. And then I added the letters P, L, and I. So yeah, this one's still in the hoop because I'm still working on it. And there we go. So I've moved the hoop over. I had like 4 rows of the roof left to do in the chimney, and then I added in the PLI. This was all, the flower and everything was already done. So then I added all of this green here. That is one color of green. And oh my gosh, did this thing give me fits. I could not believe how many times I had to frog. I miscounted at some point, and so then I had to frog back to where that was at. First time, easy enough to find it. I probably frogged this area right here 5 times and then restitched it 6 times. It just gave me a fit. Apparently I couldn't count that evening. There were a couple times in one evening I was ready to throw this thing across the room, but I stuck with it, kept stitching, and I'm happy with the progress that I ended up getting as a result of 2 days of working on this, that even after all of the frogging, still got a good amount done, so that's good. This needle minder is from Abby Top Knot Stitcher Shop. So yeah, this is stitched on a piece of 18 count Fibers on a Whim in slate. And it's all rolled up, but that's where I'm at so far on this one. I just love this entire series. This is the first one that I've stitched out of the series. I do have 3 or 4 charts out of the series, so eventually I'm sure I'll probably end up wanting to stitch them all. Alright, so then the last whip that I have to show, everyone just absolutely loves this. It is my Eagles, officially known as Together We Stand, artwork by Jody Bergsma and charted by Heaven and Earth. I am currently working on page 47 out of 49 and getting so close to a finish. So as I mentioned a little bit, a few minutes ago, this page has been so confetti heavy compared to the last few pages. So I was able to get the last couple of pages done within like 2 weeks from the day that I started it to the day that I was able to finish it. I know this one's going over the 2 weeks on that front, which I don't have a deadline to get this thing done. I'm excited to have it finished. I've been working on it now for almost 4 years, and so I'm ready to have it done. So yeah, like I said, I'm working on page 47 out of 49. Last week I know I mentioned, I said that I was working on page 46 and misspoke. So page 47 out of 49 and getting ever close to that page finish and that whole project finish. So here we go. This is the edge of page 47. If I remember to, or if I have a picture, I'll put in where I was at last week. It's still been pretty good amount of progress since last week. It's just been slow going. So last night when I picked this up, I finished out the purple here. That's that DMC 550. Love that purple. Pretty sure this is going to be another red stripe. No, it's purple. Shading. So I just would pick a color and just kind of try to color complete the that thread all the way throughout the rest of the page. And so then I would move on to another color and was able to, there's still going to be one more color filling in that spot there. Almost looks like a little kitten sitting right there. Funny things that I see. So yeah, the bulk of these stitches that are still left here unfinished are actually going to be one color. So a while ago, stitching with my mom, she was working on a big piece, and she was getting frustrated with the confetti, and so she kind of came up with the idea of working the stitches so that she was doing more of the confetti first and leaving the stitches that had more stitches left. So like how the bulk of this is going to be one color, she was working through, this is going to have a lot of color changes through here. And so she was going through and doing those onesies, twosies, you know, the stitches that didn't have a whole lot left to complete, so that when it came down to just having one or two colors left to fill in the rest of that page or that block, or, you know, whatever that portion is, then wouldn't take too long to get it finished that way. So rather than doing the color that had the bulk of it first and then leaving down to finishing a page with all of that confetti. So I have adopted that for the most part. And so yeah, over this past week I was kind of going back and forth where I would do some of the fill-in with the little ninja stitches, you know, the onesie twosies over here, and then I would do a length of another color that had a bunch, and then go back and do some of the fill-in. So trying to balance out that confetti since this page is quite a lot of colors on it. So plans for this coming week is going to be, I want to finish that page. So I don't have any plans today, so I'm actually going to once I get this uploaded, hang out and get to stitching on that, and we'll see how much I can get done. So I'm hoping that next week I'll actually have a page finish on that. I would really like to get back to the positivity rules because I just have the word positive left to stitch. So maybe I'll even have a finish for that. So no hurry on getting that one done, but I would like to get that one finished. So the only other thing left to talk about is for the Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge Facebook group. And there's Stitches. Say hi, Stitches. I know people like seeing her. So the group is run by Carolyn Zook and Robin from Bird's Eye Stitches. And so each, if you haven't heard of it before, they started the group to try to focus on getting those patterns done out of the magazines that, you know, we've all got the subscriptions sitting around that haven't been stitching out of. So they put together a monthly theme to get you stitching on something. So for the month of November, the theme is thankful or doing thank you cards. Well, I don't have thank you cards. I went through my subscription, wasn't really, you know, my magazines, wasn't really finding something that I wanted to do, but I know there's been people talking about finding something that you are thankful for. So I was looking through the stuff, and it wasn't necessarily catching my eye on anything of the fall or, you know, Thanksgiving type season stuff. So I came across a piece which I've been wanting to do since I saw the magazine come in, but just never did, you know, just like the whole purpose of this challenge. And so I decided that this fits the theme quite perfectly. So this is found out of the May 2013 Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. That's the cover. Who knows if that actually was legible. Doesn't matter because I don't live at that address anyways. And so the piece that I'm going to do is called, or it says, The Best Is Yet to Come. So the title of it is The Best of Spring, designer by Ruth K. And yeah, so reason for this is that I am thankful where my life is at now after I got through a couple different tough situations. So I'm thankful for where my life is at now, and I know that there's always better to come. So while I'm thankful for what I have, I know that there can always be something better to come. So that is that. And so I decided this would be a perfect piece that I could change colors out and maybe start using some of those color and cottons. So I'm not doing a 1-for-1 type of conversion, but I just went through my color and cotton boxes and decided that the words, I'm going to do some combination of these two colors. This is Carmine. Really, really pretty reds. Yeah, different shades of reds. And then the other one is Chimney Sweep. So really pretty gray. One of these days I'll figure out this lighting thing. So combination of the words, I don't know just yet how I'll lay those out. I don't know that I necessarily want to do every letter different like that. So I may just kind of pick words as a combination of that. And then for the little flowers at the bottom, I came across Pink Lemonade. Oops. This whole lighting situation. So it is this very variegated strand of pink and yellow. So I just thought that would be really cute to do as the little flowers. Just to mix it up a little bit. And on a piece of 16 count Aida, this will be like 8x7, so it'll fit quite well into my little stitchy journal. And this is the kind of things that, you know, I don't do the super small stitches. I do bigger pieces like this, and obviously I do giant pieces like my eagles. So that's why I wanted to do something a little bit bigger than the little journals, and I went with that 9x12 booklet. So I thought this will be quite perfect. No clue what fabric, probably just a piece of white, white Aida. So yeah, and just to hold up those colors again, I wanted to do something fun and different. And, you know, what better piece than, you know, I don't need to have all of the perfect shadings and things like that to do details, so just some words. So I thought that'd be a pretty combination. So that's about it that I have for this week. I am ready to get stitching on those eagles, so we'll see how much I can get on that. I should probably maybe try taking a before picture and then get stitching, because last night I got over 600 stitches done. Didn't take a picture beforehand, so no clue. You know, it's really cool just to see the side-by-side view of, you know, before and after stitchy session, so that you can see, you know, just how much progress you've made. So, and obviously if I can try to get that page finished, I don't know that the page will be finished today, but maybe tomorrow. So we'll see. Keep an eye on my Instagram, because I do post update pictures from there. Not necessarily every single day, but maybe today I will, just so I can have that excuse me, before and after. So we'll see. But all right, so I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, a great stitchy week. If you are going out trick-or-treating, please be safe and have fun. Go vote. Don't forget, on Tuesday is election day, so if you have not voted yet, please be able to, or please do so. So yeah, that's about all. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Take care.